Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action. Kind of a special night tonight, to say the least. The new Trier Trevians take on Lake Zurich. It wasn't the game we were supposed to have. We were supposed to have our conference game against Evanston, but Evanston had a COVID protocol and had to cancel out their game here, and so it's going to be New Trier versus Lake Zurich, but it's kind of a meaningless part of it for tonight because this is so very special evening here at Gates Gym at New Trier in Winnetka, as this is the final game at Gates Gym. Opened up on December 7th, 1928, with a game against Englewood High School, and now will close tonight. The last game ever played at Gates Gym, December 16th, 2021. This gym, a venerable place. It's not only the basketball games that have been played here, the students that have gone through 93 years this gym has stood. And whether it be the New Trier students who graduated or the players that played both for New Trier and against, there have been NBA players and so much more. Walking in and getting your ticket at the ticket booths in the old days, that was the way the gym looked when it first opened in 1928, and that's what it looks like today. And as the gym goes out, it is ranked as one of the top 15 best places in the state of Illinois to watch basketball games, and people like Doc Rivers, Bob Lackey played here on this floor, and not to mention the New Trier talent, some of the greatest players, some of the great games in all-time history. And we've started the game here. New Trier and Lake Zurich. This was supposed to be an Evanston game and a complete sellout, but Evanston at the last minute had to cancel out. Trevians with a 3-spot. Carlo Kolak. Mecca Fegan with the 3. Couple of games I remember back over the years here in this place, the 2000 Peoria Central game, 2 overtimes, and a tip in at the buzzer in the second overtime by Todd Townsend off a shot from Matt Loddick, who's here tonight. And there was the Bobby Rosinski 3-shot. Oh, backdoor slam-a-jam. Jackson Monroe. Yeah, Bobby hit a big outside 3 at the buzzer to beat Evanston on the last second shot. 96, I believe. 96, 95 maybe. Might have been his junior year. Sophomore year. No, it was 96, I think. And up and in by Jackson Monroe. There have been so many great games that were played here in Gates Gym. And literally starting tomorrow, they're tearing this place down. New Trier will play their games for the next 2 seasons at the West Campus, or if you prefer the modern phrase, the Northfield Campus. Fegan with the 3. And it's nice. I do want to also thank, in a way, it's nice that Lake Zurich at the last minute decided they would play this game. The head coach of Lake Zurich is a New Trier player. And a couple of nice games that he played here on this floor against during the 2002 season when New Trier finished 4th in state. Brought back. Cross up top. Fegan on the rotation for the 3. Yep. The Lake Zurich Bears, the final opponents here. And the 3 from the outside. And across, and Fegan for the long 3. Nope. Trevians up and in for the deuce. They had a big get-together for all the alum to come back for last time. And the 3. And Kolak with the 3. It's so sad, you know, in a way. It's a renewal, but it's also sad to, you know, see it come to an end here. I recognize the reasons why, but, you know, it's like one of the things I noticed about Gates Gym in doing the numbers, this was built before Chicago Stadium and lasted 30 years past Chicago Stadium. And the jumper, no. Bears get it back. And, you know, actually, not only basketball players, of course, that played here. Up and in, counted, and the foul. The New Trier, famous New Trier students who had classes here in this gym. People like Rainn Wilson, who was on the television show The Office. And Evan Cummings checks in for the Trevians. Peter Canellas, Evan Cummings, Finn Cohn, and Noah Shannon out there for the Trevians right now. And Margaret was a cheerleader in here. William Christopher, who played Father Mulcahy in MASH, was a student here. Bruce Dern. Charlton Heston actually used the rifle range downstairs for his shooting. Halftime today, they're going to get all the alumni that are here. And, there's probably, could be about 100, maybe 150 of the New Trier alumni. Handelman, David Canelos, far side. Handelman, and the three, no. Trevians with the rebound. Strong armed up and in. Evan Cummings with the shot. There actually are so many famous people, it's hard to remember them all. Go on the internet, all the New Trier alumni, and just about every one of them. And you think about the guys from other high schools like Alex Agassi and guys like that, they all were here on this floor. Kirkpatrick and Fegan check back in for the Trevians. And got them both. Like I said, almost this basketball game is. It's hard to talk about the basketball game in relation to the fact that this is the last game that's going to be played here on this floor. And all the history here, all the graduations, all the games, all the pep rallies. Back in my day, although I only was a student here for 1 year before I moved over to the West Campus, but they used to assign seating. You weren't even allowed to come to the game if you didn't have a ticket. And we're done with the first quarter. And the end of the first quarter. And the Trevians leading big time. That boy that just got that basketball there is one of Matt Loddick's sons. Is that Matty? It's either Matty or Christian. I'm not sure which one. But in any case, Trevians lead by 10 here at the end of the first quarter. Like I said, the game in some senses here, kind of a afterthought in some ways. The Bears with the basketball. Up top. There were 5,600 or something like that people that showed up at the very first game here when the ceremonies. And there were another about 5,000 or 6,000 here 3 weeks later for the second part of the formal dedication of this gym in 1928 with a classical music concert by Jascha Heifetz, Count Basie. Count Basie played a concert here in this gym. The list is just endless of people that passed through here. Actually, there was a political rally shot and good by Noah Shannon, and he'll go to the line for a chance of three-point play here. There's a political rally. Richard Nixon, the first time he ran for vice president in 1952, held a rally in this gym. And Shannon gets both ends, or gets the three-point play the hard way. The rock group Chicago played here. I wish I had my list with me here. I have a list of all the people that played here, and Fall Out Boy. More recently, Liz Phair, famous musician, was a student here at New Trier. So she was here in this gym. Shot dope and foul on the other underneath. Illegal screen is what that was. And a lot of people, even the teams from the players from other schools say they may not like, of course, New Trier, but they loved coming in here in the ambience of playing here. There were many downtown, the big time television stations that came in here. And I just loved coming into this gym. The old time basketball. Up, and the rebound put on. Jackson Monroe with the rebound. I'm sure we're going to see players here tonight for New Trier that make sure everybody gets not only on the floor, but gets a shot or two, get some points. And Fegan for the three. Swishery. Literally, my time, you couldn't get into the gym unless you had a ticket, and they were assigned by advisories traveling. Of course, there were 5,000 students in the building at the time. So seniors got more tickets than freshmen. I think freshmen got something like, the advisories at that time, the freshmen got something like 12 or 15 tickets out of 30-something students in each advisory. The oldest existent video out of this gym is, as far as I know, the one that I have, a big three from the outside here. Nevin Kremiscoli with the three. Scully with the foul. Trevians lead by 20 here. And actually, not only the gym here, but of course their famous stuff down below here in the track, the old days of the track where there was a bank there, and if you didn't take a little step or two to the outside, you'd clunk your head against the pillar going around. And they had a shot put area, and they practically demolished the girder underneath there. And like we said, there was a archery range / rifle range down there. And strike 3 by Fegan. Swishery for 3. I was down in that area, and they're actually Trevians with the rebound. There actually were pock marks in the concrete down there. No, but the foul. I don't think they get the shot even. Oldest video existent that I know of is from 1964. I'll see if I can, maybe at halftime, put a quickie little shot of that into this video. Handelman, Kirkpatrick, cross, and yep, by Kirkpatrick, switchery for 3. The last game at Gates Gym here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you with us. To the side, and Noah Shannon with the 3. At halftime, they're going to get all the alumni boys basketball players together. They did that for the girls game before this, but we don't cover the girls. So on the side, back up top, and foul. Minute 2 left to play in the first half. Trevians leading 44-17 against the Lake Zurich squad. Simon Rozak, Evan Canelos out there, 3-shot. Handelman. Far side. Up top, Colette. Nutcher. Going to play in the Pontiac tournament. They're actually going off to Arizona tomorrow as they tear down this place tomorrow, or start the process anyway. Trevians only for the last shot here. Dished off and up and in for the deuce. Kolak, and that's it. We're at halftime. Trevians lead by a bunch here at halftime. Let's see who I can recognize from the group with their mask on. I say, well, they're both smart. Rick Malnati. Well, yeah, I see a lot of the guys I recognize. Well, I scanned too fast here. Jerry Happ, I see Jerry there. He was on that 96 team. Oh, my. Matt McCaffrey. Matt Loddick. There's Matt. With his arms around Dave Brenner. A lot of basketball talent out there. Abba Kawita. I forgot Abba. Abba's up there. Abba came in from Estonia for this game. He lives in Estonia now. And a picture with all the alum with the current team. You know that, let's see. Yeah, there's Larry Rosenzweig. This is the 1964 game that I've got video of. The oldest known video of a game here at New Trier. I've got one other one from Proviso East also. You'll notice that the gym is sold out for this one, as expected. New Trier and Evanston are always sold out. Boy, some of those alumni I haven't seen for 40 years, maybe. Yeah, 40 years. I don't think there were any that were in my 50-year-old group, but certainly the 40 years. I missed a few there when I was talking. I know. For instance, there was a Major League Baseball player who also played basketball, was out there, former Major League Baseball player. Mike Huff was out there. Noticed Alex Rossi played at California. Trevians with the basketball and the big lead here. Last game at Gates Gym. You're on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Cone up top, to the side, back up top. Evan Canelos, and he gets fouled. Inbounded. No. Trevians up big time, but one way or the other, Lake Zurich is going to go down in history as the last team to play on the Gates Gym floor, up and in for the Deuce. And one of the players will have, from Lake Zurich, the honor of having the last opponent's points on the floor. For those of us that are trivia people, we'll keep that number. Who that is? It's shot at 3. And Will Schmelter with the 3. From the corner, Swishery for 3. Up and in. Yeah, I just remembered another incident here at New Trier that on this floor, New Trier Evanston game, one of the football players from Evanston, after the game, after they lost, Evanston lost, went out on the floor and sucker punched a New Trier student. That's got to be about 1990, 91. Stolen by Canelos. Canelos up and no. Put back is good by Tyler Van Gorp. And stolen. Up ahead. Gave it to Van Gorp, and Van Gorp got fouled. The New Trier student contingent that came out today, it would have been, like I said, we would have had a complete sellout, I'm sure, had Evanston been able to play. But there's some things that are beyond our control. And Van Gorp missed both. Up and in for the deuce.
Banker, number 12, Conrad.
Near side. Schmelter. Looking for some help. And managed to get it to Canelos, and a nice floater. Drive the lane and put it in.
Slashing drive, Evan Canelos.
And a outside three, yep.
Three-pointer, number 14, Sykes.
And across. Into the paint, Van Gorp, and the deuce. And stolen. Van Gorp with the slam-a-jam. And the block, and the foul.
Picture foul, Schmelter, second, team second.
And I think we got the mask timeout here.
20.
Trevians lead, almost 30-29. Boy, those seats up in the balcony for, I'm surprised how many fans never really, in the later years, never used those seats, because they are wonderful. They're a great place to watch a basketball game from. Up top. This year, I understand the Evanston home game between New Trier and Evanston is going to be played at Welsh Ryan again. We're going back to Welsh Ryan. That is obviously COVID. They'll intervene in the middle. Trevians with the rebound. And for the three, no. And the back door for the deuce. Up top, going for the three. Nope, air ball. Out of bounds. Trevians will retain possession. 1:29 left to play. I think that's what 1:29. My Avs aren't as good as they used to be. 1:23 maybe. Handelman. Evan Canelos. Handelman. Going for the three. Yep. Swishery for three. Simon Rozak with the three. Actually, I was just thinking, my mind's spinning here. There's the famous story about the basketball player, the basketball coach who had a heart attack right here on the floor, died basically. Right here on the floor. $1963 it was. And Handelman, nope, at the buzzer. But the Trevians lead big time as we go to the fourth quarter. You're watching the final game at Gates Gym on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And Lake Zurich has embodied it. Just off the top of my head, some of the players that are known, that were highly regarded that played here, not counting the guys, from other teams. John Shire. I don't know if John actually played here, as I think about that. I know he practiced here. I remember seeing him on the floor with Matt Loddick as an eighth grader or something like that. But I don't know that the Glenbrook North team actually played here. But John Magnuson was the first of the great players from New Trier. Magnuson in 1956 led the Trevians to their first postseason appearance. Larry Rosenzweig, John Castino, my gosh. Nope. Hit the guy wire up on top there. Yeah, Trevians with wholesale substitution here. Yoshitani, Charlie Peters. I think I'll try and get everybody here. Mateo Miller, I notice, is out there. I think that's Mateo. Quinn Finnerty, he's got the ball now. Into the paint, up, count it, and the foul. And Cooper Monroe with the basket. Rick Hilscher, Simon Lincoln. My goodness, the names that come flooding back, like we said earlier in the broadcast. You know, and think about some of the guys from the other high schools that came in here to play, like Doc Rivers and Bob Lackey. Both of them NBA stars. Stolen but out of bounds. Out top. I assume in a game like this where Trevians are up by 28, give everybody a chance to score on the last game on the floor. Out of bounds, and it's Trevians basketball. Nice job by J.B. Yoshitani. Yoshitani inbounds it. On the rotation. Up and the three. Quinfinity with the three-pointer. And the foul. Ari Zenker now into the ball game for the Trevians. So this is it for 93-year-old Gates Jim. The swan song. Stolen. And up and in for the deuce. Yoshitani with the deuce. Shot no. Going for the outside no, and off the foot out of bounds. Trevians basketball. 3:46 left to play, and got a mask timeout. Well, there's the balcony area. The famous balcony area. It will be no more after tonight. And I believe traveling or out of bounds, one of the two. So Lake Zurich with the basketball. And stolen. Loose on the floor. Lake Zurich at it, and then slap on the hand and the foul. And Lake Zurich will inbound it. Up top. And going for the three. Nope. Trevians with it. 2 minutes and change left. Mateo Miller set it back out high. Going for the three, yep. Seneca with the three. Couple of substitutions. I think it was a player substitution. Timeout. And going for the three. Nope. Trevians. Up top. Back to side, back up top. And Trevians kind of rotating around. Mateo Miller. Back up top. And the Trevian reset. Yeah, wow. Nice fadeaway jumper. And the steal, and nope. Put back, good. Charlie Peters with a couple of nice plays here. Back up top. Outside for the three, no, foul. So now they'll let him take the shots here. So Charlie Peters will go down in history as the last Trevian to score here on the Gates Gym floor. And the second one, good. Oh, he got a three. Okay. And there you go. That's the last points here on the Gates Gym floor.
Final score in the very last new Trier boys varsity basketball game in Story, Gates Gymnasium. New Trier 79 Bears 41.
79-41 it ends up. This gym actually went through four nickname changes for New Trier. They originally were the Terriers when this place opened. Then they became the Green Wave, the Indians, and then in the early 1980s, the Trevians. So that'll do it for us for this game and for Gates Gym. I want to sing Old Lang Syne, but okay. Even the fight songs changed. I'm thinking of that. It's got both the East and West old fight song in there and the music. Anyway, that'll do it for us. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Despite the sadness of closing down Gates Gym, and for all of us here at the network, we say, as always, hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And stick around for more sports action on the network. And we say, as always, so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation. All rights reserved.